work.
No more minutes?
No.
Oh, I don't know the information.
I'll make a motion for
Pass on to you.
Do that way back.
You've got it.
Okay.
No,
Who wants
it's in
second
here, it's in
motion?
the packet. Oh, good. I'm
I'll
glad you
take
said
a motion
it.
for minutes.
All four?
Aye.
Okay, Miss Ashley, we're ready for you. We won't keep you here and let you hear all of our fussing and going on.
Miss Wanda and myself and Cynthia had a meeting probably close to a month ago, just about budgeting in general for the library. And I think what this tonight is about salaries. And what we looked at is where our salaries are now. Right now, the library has 2 full-time positions, which is Cynthia's one of them, and the other one is Miss Terry. And we looked at education levels, how our library is doing, and according to state standards, our librarians are very underpaid for what the standard is. And I know some of you have been to the library board meetings and done a little tour of the library, and we have a great library, and I think our girls do a great job. So what I think was discussed is some of Miss Cynthia's, the director's salary had been, or there had been a donation made for her to further her schooling, which is about to be completed. So we were asking that,
What kind of donation? I thought.
I thought the county was paying
The
for
board's
that.
paying for her.
They're reimbursing her.
they're reimbursing
Yeah.
her for
As each
her
semester.
schooling.
And we're
I
paying
know I
for
said that
her
correctly.
school.
Yes.
Cause I was on the library committee when we approved that.
Her schooling is just about finished, to my knowledge, and we would just like to add that into her salary.
For next
So
year.
that wouldn't
That's
really
what you
be-
mean.
We gotta pull money from here, we gotta pull money from there, but to start bumping her up. And is there anything else you remember, Miss Wanda, that was particularly about Cynthia?
No, other than I'd like to say a couple of words.
And I was gonna say one more thing about Miss Terry. I think they do countywide like a so much of a percentage raise, is that how it works? This is my first year on the board, so I've not done budget before. We were gonna ask for Miss Terry, which is the assistant, the other full-time person, to be whatever the usual percentage is, plus $1,000, until we can get her to what state standards are. And Miss Terry does not have the same education level as what the director does, but she has the experience and she does a great job.
The 2 papers on the back are the salary comparisons that Cynthia got together from the state as far as comparable libraries and the director and the assistant director salaries. So that's what we're looking at, and neither one of them are well, they're not too far
And
off.
Cynthia's getting a master's degree now.
She
Yes.
will graduate in December with her
Yeah.
master's, and we're real proud of her.
County paid. You did get that part in there. The county was paying
Yeah.
for schooling.
So that, what she's asking for next year from her salary, or what we're asking for her salary, is the same amount that it would cost the county to send her to school.
And what
Which-
is that amount? We don't.
Do we know?
We normally
We
budget,
did know, or I have a paper somewhere that has that on it, but the county will know.
we normally budget $3,400 for
$3,300.
tuition.
And
But
each
does she
budget
do all that?
Does she?
Does she use all
Yes.
30
Yes,
grand?
but she only has one more semester next year, the way I understand.
Right. But the base pay now is 34.
34 something, I think.
And I think, the one other thing that was mentioned, that I think we're a level 3 library, is that what we are? So if you look on, well, it says 11 on the bottom, but it's the 3rd page from the back. The recommended amount of full-time staff for the level of library that we are is 5, and we have 2. So the girls are doing a great job, they're working hard, but they are not staffed according to what usual standards are, and as far as salaries, we're also on the lower end.
The other thing is, they're working hard in another way that a lot of people don't consider, and they're working to put together a third, staff person that with part-time help and with people that are in and out and don't stay long, and that's really hard to do when you're people. You do more teaching and you do more helping them actually than they help you. So, the other extra people that they have at the library are almost not an asset. Some of them are, and some of them aren't. It depends on what kind of background they've had and how comfortable they are working in a library. So, they actually do have more than two, but those other people are both part-time and they're temporary. Like students come in and spend some time there and, whereas if they had another person full-time, it would make a big difference.
What y'all have got to realize is, we've got a certain amount of money and that's all we've got. Unless you want your taxes to go way up.
Oh, they went up this year.
Oh, we didn't go
Yeah,
up.
we
Not
are.
because of ours, but nothing the county did.
No, we didn't go up this year.
City mine, but county did.
Yeah, the Kansas City did. Anyway, we appreciate what the library does, and I think we're lucky to have them. And we'll do what we can, and that's all I can tell you. I mean, I can't promise
We
you nothing.
appreciate that.
One point I'd like to point out that Ben and I even talked about was the fact that we were questioning whether the assistant director position, really, the clerical level that you all are comparing that to is maybe not the right thing to compare it to, because the assistant director is also a management position, and so I think that's something to consider.
Well, like I say, we've only got X amount of dollars, and we'll spread them between everybody. We're planning on giving an increase if we can. And I don't know how much we can do. We'll have to wait until we get it all compiled, and then we'll go from there. We'll distribute it as evenly as we can.
I understand.
But we appreciate you all coming in, and we appreciate the library staff that we have. But,
How many part-time do we have in that section?
Right now, we spread the hours of our part-time people over 4 people,
Okay.
and,
All the hours are covered, aren't they?
All the hours are covered when you.
When the
do that?
doors, well, when the doors are open and closing, we have everybody there, enough staff on hand to take care of our volume of business, doesn't it? At all times.
we have enough to do minimum services,
Okay.
yes, sir.
How many hours they're working a day or whatever?
We're open 47 hours a week, and then we add 15 minutes for opening before we open, and 15 minutes for closing after we close for at least 2 people, 2 to 3 people, depending on
How
what's
many
going
hours
on.
per week are you getting?
How many hours per week are we getting? Well, it's not always easy to name in that way. Right now, we've tried to cut it back to stay within budget this year, and we worked on that. And right now, we're running on 113.5 per 2-week period for, part-time help. That's not considering, the 2 full-time people. So what we're also interested in is, and we don't wanna make it look like we're just doing something that's self-serving, we are looking and saying, what's the right thing to compare us to other libraries without the state of the same size? And it's not just about us, it's for the continued success of the library in the future, because we won't always be the employees, there'll be somebody to recruit the next time, somebody to recruit the next time. So if you are, well below the state average, then it will be hard to get a quality person the next time, and the next time when you need help, so.
How much are you asking for?
What we're asking for is beyond the typical rate that you all would be doing, was for the assistant director's position to try to go up 1,000 a year until we got to the level that we feel like you all agreed upon was average and correct. And for myself, what we were hoping to do this year is, I've been in school, you all are repaying me for my tuition for school. I'll only have 1 semester of that next fiscal year, And so what we're asking is that money that was set aside for my school, that I won't be doing 2 out of the 3 semesters, make that part of what is my first year bonus. You know, I will have a different level of training at that point completed, and that's money that's already in the budget, in a general sense. And so that doesn't make the line items, the total go up at all, if you just move that money. And then the second year, that 1 semester that I did go this year would be added to it, and add another 1,100. And so for at least the first 2 years, that would help raise the director's position up more towards what it needs to be. Maybe it wouldn't accomplish everything, but it would be a nice starting thing, so.
Well, we appreciate, you know, taking interest in coming in and talking to us, and, we'll see what we've got and see what we can do.
Well, thank you, Frank, we appreciate it.
You all understand these numbers down here.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Well, have a good rest of your meeting. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, I would,
WANDA. KRACA.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay. Any old or new business to be discussed?
Miss Connie might have something.
What's she go? She,
So, what happens if the doctor's salary and she takes off?
well, let her go. I gotta go get somebody
Is
else.
it going to say that next month is
No,
in for
no,
the other
right.
one?
Hey, no, be quiet.
Beauty, right. We'll go and recess for a minute.
We're in
I made a
recess.
motion.